Like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'll get him.
Now it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Hines, and an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Record.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going deep here for Stills. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Jackson. Going deep here for Stills. This is caught inside the 15. He is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
A gain of 3 yards. Complete to Marquez Safely. First down and goal to go.
Go. Check three.
Jackson's going to try to sneak. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Tyree Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, I 7. Big grip.
Block now on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Block will try again on second down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, box drop. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Check Mike. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
What we got? What we got?
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, lock it. Check. 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 First down, travel. No. Check 15. Check 15. Hey, Delta. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, 61. Matchbox lights.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Throwing his Locke on third down. And able to find Dorsett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
General West. 5.
On first down, it's Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Locke now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
30 base.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete. Stills. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Danny. Hey, watch it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
SOS.
Tight dog. 61. Match box. Right. You got tight. Run it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Let's go. 8 read.
First down, Eagles.
Hey, Wahoo.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 7, Locke. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Exit, exit. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike. Hit it.
On 1st down, Locke. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, it's Lindsey, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Single, single slot, 83. Watch tight end, tight right. 90 is the mic. Let him know.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And Stills bringing it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mike 5-4. That's the run. He's coming. Rotate.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Back now in the East Bay, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Exit.
Presner.
Rocket.
Switch gears.
Snap.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I got one.
See Griffin.
On 3rd down, Lock. And that will be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Hines. He's got room to run past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a 1st as that leads to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
90 isn't mine. You don't know no better.
Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
They run with Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Hines. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle,